Yuri here again with episode number 3 of Better Than Yesterday. Today, we're going to be discussing nutrition. That doesn't mean turn it off. This is going to be a lot of fun information, and we're going to make it as simple as possible. And I'm going to tell you how I got to have a better and healthy relationship with food. I've been doing nutrition. I've been eating all my life. And recently, 6 or 7 years ago, I started studying nutrition. Now, nutrition is very, very simple. Very simple. We like to complicate it with marketing and all that good stuff. I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm going to make it as simple as possible. And I'm going to tell you how I made it simple as possible for myself, because I'm not the best chef out there, and I'm not the most creative person out there to get creative with the food. I just like eating healthy food, and the way it works is it works for myself and for my lifestyle, and I want to relate that to you and your lifestyle versus getting on any crazy diets. So step 1, it all started when I started working out when I was 16, and I was stuffing my face, and it was very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. I was consuming or attempting to consume 3,000 or 4,000 calories a day. It was painstaking, and I was always full. It always felt like I was pregnant. Just not a good feeling. Overstuffed all the time, and then again, it would be a month on of crazy eating, and then a week off of just my body just needed a rest, so I couldn't keep stuffing my face. So I was doing that for about 2 years. Not enjoyable 2 years of eating. Then I started learning a bit of stuff, and started figuring out that it doesn't have to be as complicated. I don't have to stuff so much calories in, and still playing around with the idea of eating a lot, and again, still was not happy with the results, and it kind of went hand in hand with what I was discussing in the last episode was the weight scale. So the relationship with food and the weight scale kind of go hand in hand, and so finally I came to understanding where it's not calories in versus calories out. It was the nutritional content of the food. I had an aha moment. I was eating all organic foods, and I was still eating whole grains at that moment, and eventually I cut the grains out, and I finally started eating more vegetables and fruit. Again, organic produce and organic as much as possible, and same deal with the meat. And I started consuming less of that, less food-wise, so less calories in, but I was getting a lot more nutrients out of my food. And making that little switch, which was a huge switch for my body, because my body was looking for nutrients. It was never looking for calories. I thought I needed calories because that is what all the experts were saying at that moment. And you want to bulk up, you got to consume 4,000 calories. For me and my body type, that was impossible. I was unable to do that. And same deal goes for losing weight, but on the opposite spectrum, right? A lot of experts are saying 1,200 calories or less. That is insane. That is extremely low. Extremely low, especially when you're working out. You are training to losing the weight and make a body composition change, lose body fat, gain muscle weight, or retain muscle weight. And it's impossible to do it on that low calorie. And yes, you may be able to maintain that for a month or two, but you cannot maintain it for the rest of your lifestyle. So here's what I'm telling you. A lot of you might hate me, and this is just an advice. Don't take it to heart. Play around with this idea of not counting your calories and switching to a better food source. So going organic, going homegrown, farmers markets, whatever it is, better quality food. So right now, if you're eating McDonald's, go to eating, another fast food like Chipotle. Right? I'm not sponsored by Chipotle or not, but what I'm saying is get a better quality food. So whatever your starting point is now, if you're eating fast food, switch from fast food to eating home-cooked meals. If you're doing home-cooked meals now, switch to a point where you're home-cooked meals, but on better quality fats or better quality ingredients. Again, very simple formula to eating. Eat vegetables and fruit, eat meats. If you want to do grains, eat grains. If you want to do dairy. I'm a huge proponent of dairy. I do raw dairy. And just stick with those basics. cut out all the other crap out, and you'll see how easy it is to stick with the basics. Again, very, very simple. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Overeating too much, right? The reason why we overeat too much is because our body's looking for nutrients. As soon as you switch to the better nutrient source, organically, you start feeling better, you start feeling a lot more fuller with everything that you're doing. Don't mind the noise, that's just the rain. Hopefully I'll speak louder over the rain and you can hear me. Now, the problem that a lot of people have is they say that organic food costs too much. It does not, because it offers more nutrient content per ounce of, let's say, meat. So 8 ounces of meat is about fist size. Maybe this is 6 ounces, right? That's how I use my measurements. Versus a 20-ounce steak, it's about this big. The nutrient content of this 6 ounce is more than the 20-ounce steak, but you're obviously eating a lot more in the 20-ounce steak, right? So calorie dense, sure, the 20-ounce steak has more. Nutrient dense, the 6-ounce steak is where we're at. So again, your body is looking for the nutrients. It's looking for the quality. Your body is looking for vitamins and minerals, enzymes, coenzymes. It does not care about the calories. Every time the nutrients come in, your body knows, hey, I'm gonna get calories with it. Every time the calories come in, your body's like, where are the nutrients? I want more nutrients. And that is why we consistently are hungry. We're never satisfied. And that is, as soon as you give that to your body, oh my God, your body is in love with you. It's gonna take in all those nutrients. And at first, you might gain weight. You might gain weight on the weight scale. If you're still looking at that, if you haven't watched my episode 2 about the weight scale in relationship to that, you might gain weight. You know why? Because your muscles are growing. Your muscles are like, holy crap, you're finally feeding me. I love it. I love it. Give me more. Right? Once you got that, you are ready to go. You can see I'm getting a little happy about this because this is so easy and so simple and it's so much cheaper. You buy 1 apple of organic and it's at least 3 or 4 apples worth of the crap that conventional apples. Right? Whatever it is, whatever the food source is, you go straight to the source, you're gonna feel better. People go to Italy and they'll eat their grains. Their grains are even better. So eating pizza or pasta in Italy, you get more nutrients out of that than you do in here. Why? It's less processed. Why? It's better grown. And let's not even talk about all the other stuff that you eat in other countries, right? So do your best in finding better quality foods. Not telling you to transition completely into organic foods. You go into Whole Foods and spending $400 on a single grocery bill might be a little bit of a hit into the pocket at first, but it's so much worth it. And do it slowly. Start with only organic foods, or only organic meats, or only fresh caught fish, right? Or go fishing and catch your own fish and then eat it. It's a crazy thing, right? Catch a fish and eat it versus releasing it for the sport of it, right? The fish is gonna die anyway. Might as well just get home, gut it, and eat it. All right? Go back to what your body knows and what it's looking for. And it's always looking for the simple thing of less processing. If it's coming in a package, stay away from it. It has very low nutrient content. I think that's it, guys. Make it simple. Fruits, vegetables, meats, some fats. I haven't discussed which ones are good or not. Don't worry about all that yet. Just make it simple, follow those things, and then make it as best quality nutrient as possible. If you're growing yourself, great. If you can go and buy organic stuff, awesome. Grass-fed, organic, you name it. Just be better than you were yesterday, about 1%, and you're gonna see huge differences in 1 year, or a week, or a month. It's a journey. Enjoy it. Okay, guys? Better than yesterday. Take care.